Hello everyone. Welcome to Doom 2. And we're gonna play this with a couple of mods that kind of make it roguelike. First off, we have DRLA. Which is, I don't fully remember. It's like Doom Roguelike Arsenal or something like that. So I mean, that's the main one. You know, that's the roguelike aspect. But then we have corruption cards. And also there's custom music. Well, not like custom, but there's like a music add-on. So, what more to shoot? Deck is for you. Includes cards that add monsters to the level and nothing else. Science project. Deck all about monster modification. This deck makes the world hate you. This is like everything, I think. It could prevent 100% completion. Great for vanilla players who want difficulty without the nonsense. I mean, I do kind of want the nonsense too. But yeah, I have used this a little bit already, and there's a lot of interesting things that can show up in all of this. From what I've seen. I think we'll stick with the balanced deck. Just because that sounds like the best idea. Infinite species attack more aggressively. Spawn a totem that creates illusions of monsters. Monsters explode violently on death. Oh god. Sure. Why not? So yeah, this is, like I've done a little bit of this. In fact, I even tried to record an entire, like, series. Like, I recorded a couple of episodes. The problem was that I then figured out what I had to do to make the custom music work, which, speaking of the music, I'm gonna bump that up a little bit, because some of the custom music, well, I keep saying custom, but some of the new music is kind of quiet. But yeah. This was really fun. The problem was, we're getting back on topic. Problem was is that once I got the music working, it didn't register as having the same mods anymore. Understandable. And so it wouldn't let me reload my save file. So I had to either start over or get back to where I was and then be like, hey, you know, I had to restart. Basically, my options were restart, like, and re-record, or, like, you know, restart, and then just be like, oh, I had to restart. So we're here with completely different layout, or loadout, excuse me. I figured people would prefer if I did the full, you know, reset and whatnot. Plus, I'm not sitting here questioning a lot of like what I have to do. Because in the original, there was a lot of like stopping to like fix settings and things like that. I won't have that this time because we have all the settings correct. So, it should be fun. So the scout gives us bonuses if we use like pistol weapons. Problem is that we have to get the pistol weapons. So, oh good, explosive death is back. Let's see, makes former humans increase movement. Which is a totem one. Oh, yep. Interesting. Oh wait, hang on. I forget. I have to do this every time. Which is, it does not like to keep the gameplay options. Nope, not infinite ammo. Just items and... Whoops. Not fall damage. Double ammo and item respawn is what I want. Allow auto aim and all of this other stuff is fine. Oh, and icons death kill spawns so that we always get 100% on that level. So, but yeah, it's pretty neat from what I've seen. I think really my only actual complaint, I would say, is that you have to get further into it before you really start seeing like the weapons start to really show up. So yeah, see, a lot of these are just illusions. I don't know if there's like, you know, because it said like spawn a totem, right? I was gonna say, I don't know if there's like something that I have to like find and then destroy kind of thing. And then there was this. I'm going to assume, yeah! There we go. Ooh, super shotgun. Okay, so that's not what was usually there. So yeah, one issue I've kind of found is that the weapons don't seem random enough, I guess. Like, all of the original guns that you pick up all seem to be the, like, original Doom stuff. And it seems to only be the guns that the enemies drop that are really randomized. I mean, there was a super shotgun there, which was surprising. So, but yeah, I don't know if there's like a setting I need to change for that. Maybe people could like inform me a bit on that, you know? If like anybody else is familiar with the mod. I do know that the big bad, like, higher level enemies become more common as you get further in. I think that was, like, really my only other real complaint. Was, like, the monsters didn't seem like they were really all that common. And then I got, you know, 5, 6 levels in, and I'm going, oh, actually now they're spawning pretty regularly, so. Unfortunately, the only other option I saw to kind of fix that was to play on a higher difficulty, on Nightmare mode, which does make them spawn more. You know, it starts spawning the big guys right away, except that it's all the big guys. Like, there's no regular guys. And that got to be a little frustrating kind of quick. So, we'll stick with Ultraviolence. It seems good. Gives us a semi-vanilla playthrough while also giving us some of the bonus stuff here. So, boom! I did some kind of big explosion on that. This fire is a problem. I think it does technically go away eventually. But it's being a problem right now because it's there. I do believe I turned off the nukes. I believe nuke barrels are turned off. Partially because I was just kind of playing around and I got to the barrels of fun level. And even with God mode on, it was legitimately impossible. Because there was always at least one nuke barrel. And even God mode doesn't, like, make you invincible from the nuke barrels, which I thought was kind of dumb. But I was watching a video recently that kind of went into, like, the details about that. I guess the God mode isn't, like, full invulnerability. It makes you... It prevents you from taking, like, up to 1,000 damage, I think it was. So anything higher than that can still deal damage, basically. And so that was kind of like the idea, I guess, is that, like, those were dealing over 1,000 damage. Got it. I ran out of ammo. You also have a limited amount of weapons that you can, like, hold at any one time. So, whoops. So yeah, see, I did, this is the one I did before. Like, this was the original playthrough I did. And neither of these, Doom RL, which was my test, and Serene, like, neither of these will load now. Because I added that music mod in. One that adds just more music tracks. Or I should say that I got working. Because it was in, it just wasn't working. Because I hadn't installed it correctly. So, needless to say, because the problem was that I hadn't installed it correctly, it therefore saw it as a new mod. So... regardless of whether or not it had been installed before, it viewed it as being new because it wasn't installed correctly before. So, bang! Bang! But yeah, I'm hoping that we'll get, like, the handgun and the hand cannon again. Those were a couple of guns that we got last time. And with the scout class, you get bonuses if you are using, like, pistol weapons. I'm actually not getting any bonus from using this weapon because it's a rapid fire weapon. And the scout gets bonuses from, like, single shot, like handgun weapons. So, but all I have is just the regular, the regular pistol. So I don't really want to, you know, use. I don't want to play using just that right now. You know, if the guns, if the other, like, pistols, like, spawned here, I would try utilizing them. But until we start getting the weapon crates, the amount of, like, weapons is pretty limited. So but I mean, it does add difficulty to the game, at least. Like, I wouldn't have died normally on this level at all. Even on the ultra-violent setting. Wah, frick. Right, that sucks. Because I now have to actually just sit here and wait. Also, you get, like, increased jump and increased speed, which is really cool. Oh, there's my death. So that's another thing. We have gravestones to keep track of our deaths. Now, because I already did a run, normally there would be graves from that run, but I went and hit the clear gravestones purely because we had to restart. So as much as I would love, you know, as cool as, you know, seeing all of, like, my original deaths would be, we won't see them, unfortunately. All former commandos and their species in the level are increased by 1. Oh god. Demons are able to fly. Players heal nearby monsters when damaged. Oh god. And the worst part is this is level 3, so whatever I pick is permanent. Oh god, dude. Sure. Well, it's a really bad idea because I'm effectively doubling the amount of enemies on these early levels. But whatever. we'll do it. Because it literally just doubled every former human enemy on the map. So, even though it says commando, so you would think that it would only be increasing like the chain gunners and stuff. It doesn't actually seem to do that. It does it for all former human units. So, what's the medical chest plate? Healing is more effective. Toggleable healing mode. Can be Onyx modded. I don't actually know what that means. It's better protection just in general, so we will discard our current armor, which because it wasn't at max Dura means it broke. But we can equip this stuff. Now, the reason I'm doing this, you know, just the roguelike mods like this, is that I'm trying to do a Doom 2 playthrough, basically. The main issue was I did not like the way that the mod that I used for Doom 1 changed up Doom 2. And so I decided I didn't want to do it with that mod. But I wanted to find like a different mod to use instead. And so I started like looking up mods and stuff. And this roguelike one seemed cool. Ow? If people enjoy it, there are a couple of additional mods that can be added on top of this that can make it even more roguelike. Like, there's a custom map generator for making full-on, like, roguelike levels. If that's something that would interest people, I could consider doing something like that once, you know, we're done. Right now I'm wanting to just play through the Doom games, really, so like, we did Doom 1, now we're doing Doom 2. I will probably stream Doom 64, partially because I tried playing it a little bit, and I got completely lost on, like, the third level. And I'm not kidding. So I think I want to stream that one. That way there can be, like, viewers and people that can, like, help me if they know the game. But yeah, I've just been wanting to play through the Doom games. After Doom 2 and Doom 64, I'm probably going to play 3. I don't know if I'll play Resurrection of Evil. I also don't know. I might play... I've never actually played either of the TNT or the Plutonia or experiment. So I really don't know anything about them either. Specialist backpack. Heck yeah. Definitely grab that. Oh, my boots! Protective boots! Heck yeah. I want me some protective boots. They're really only good for, like, environmental protection. They don't offer, like, more armor or anything like that. But they will offer, like, environmental protection. But yeah, I'm really interested. I don't think I've ever done a playthrough of Doom Eternal. I know I did 2016. When it came out on, I think it was the Switch. Like, I think I played it on that. So I'm really looking forward to playing 2016 on a PC this time. Because we have my new... I mean, not new at this point. Because, you know, what? 4 months now. But we have this, you know, much beefier computer than last time. So, like, this is the straight up NZXT, like, top tier gaming computer. I think they called it Player 3 or something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember the exact specifics. But yeah, it was like $5,000. It was very expensive. But it was worth it. Infinite species will electrocute nearby players. Increase movement speed for humans, former humans. So not only have I succeeded in doubling the amount of former humans, now they're fast! But luckily it's just for this one level. They're only faster for this one level. Next permanent one isn't until level 6. I did think about the possibility of setting up the cards so that the permanents could be more common, but I decided against it. We're just doing the standard. Luckily, imps don't get a freaking doubling. Not yet, anyway. But yeah, the cards become, like, way more difficult the further on you get to. So. Or at least they did last time. But I didn't play with this deck. I played with the standard. That, like, has all the cards. This was, what, the balanced or whatever? So, the one that just has, like, the monster modifying. Whatever it is that we picked. I don't remember at this point. It's been too long. So, go ahead and... Oh, frick. I hit the wrong button. Wait. Never mind. It's okay. Whoops. I did it again. Let's see. What is the... what's the difference between these two boots? Well, we have a second. Protective is 20. Plasteel is 45. So, yeah. Nope. That's not the right button. There's a way to... There it is. There's a way to, like, drop the, like, items. I couldn't remember how to do that. Also, I seem to have just picked up a regular shotgun again. That's a little unfortunate. That's double shotgun, which is fine, but it's not what we want. There's also, like, mods for your weapons. Like, oh, frick. That is a watcher. And I have died many times to that dude. Or two watchers in general. Like in the last playthrough. There were a lot. It liked to spawn the watchers. Wow. 8 freaking health, dude. This sucks. Good thing I did just save. Because now we're at 15. There we go. Save and save often, as people always say. But yeah, I hope that, like, as we get further, that it actually will give us some of the other, like, custom weapons. I just don't know of any way to, like, make it spawn them ahead of time. Like, to increase the spawn rate, or, like, force it to spawn them, or anything like that. So, we'll just have to make do with whatever spawns, when it spawns. That's a Nightmare Spectre! Woo! In the original run... Oh, okay. I don't know what that was. Oh, that's what that was. What the fuck was that? I've never seen that before. That guy did not spawn in the original run of this I did. Holy frick, dude. It didn't look like he dropped anything either. No. Whatever he was, he didn't drop anything either. Whoops. I forgot to hit the button. How did I manage to jump up there before? Maybe I double jumped. That is one of the other things that the scout gets, is a double jump. I don't know that, like, the small health packs are regenerating. This is gonna suck. I have 5 health going into the waste tunnels. Retaliate once with a Watcher projectile. Your bonus health drains over time. Imp and its species fire Elite Captain projectile on death. What the frick? Tri-Star Blaster projectile? I think we'll do Leaking Soul. Considering that, you know, I'm already struggling with health as it is. Yep. I mean, I don't know what I expected, really. Going into the freaking waste tunnels with 5 HP. That said, that is a weapon crate. I don't know what those are. I mean, this is, I think, a missile. Whoa, that's a watcher. That's a freaking rocket launcher. Or, excuse me, a missile launcher. Which, yes, is a different weapon. I had to learn that. The freaking missile launcher. Oh, that actually says it's a missile launcher. What the frick is that, though? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die again at this rate. TriStar Blaster? Oh! This is a missile launcher. Like, I don't know what a TriStar Blaster is. Woo! I mean, it eats through freaking ammo. And it's definitely not as good as the BFG that it seems to be like a reskin of. But still. Health! Health is always nice. And down here, hopefully these will respawn. Because, like, I do still have item respawn on, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that resets when you die or anything, right? That's a full-on, like, gameplay option. Oh. Nope. I think the gameplay options reset when I died. Because I set them prior to the death. Or I set them prior to the save that it loaded up. There. Now they exist. Now we are guaranteed to be able to keep them. Oh crap. Again, these guys with their plasma guns, plasma shotguns, plasma guns. Okay. It just straight up is the plasma gun. Oh, my lord. I suppose that makes sense. The last time I did this level, one of the upgrades was that imps will consume, like other imps. Well, they would consume other, like, things. And that, through that, they would then gain, like, bonuses. And it was pain. Dude. Okay. Things aren't gonna things that I used up before turning on the respawn do not appear to respawn. So that sucks. That means I have no extra, like, healing. Listen, if I'm gonna play on, like, this higher difficulty, I'm gonna take something to benefit me, you know? That could have gone a lot better if I had remembered that I used up all of the ammo on it. That's the thing that gets me the most, is the need to reload. Because, like, normally you just didn't need to reload, you know? And so that's the thing that gets me, is the constant need to reload. Like, I'll switch to a weapon. Yeah, I'll switch to a different weapon, and they'll be like, oops, you didn't reload that before. And I'm like, ah, frick. Because normally, I would just have access to the use of the weapon. You know? Flamethrower key? Apparently I hit flamethrower key. Me too, you. Rockets and napalm launcher. I'm good on that, actually. I don't think that's going to be overly beneficial. So I'm alright with what I got. God, this double enemies thing is the worst. Like, all human enemies are doubled permanently. Like, this is the worst, dude. Chrono Trooper armor. What the frick is that? Stop time briefly. Indestructible. 15% on everything, 30% prot. I mean, indestructible's always a pretty good thing to have, I feel like. I don't know how the, like, stopping time thing works. There's probably a button, so I'm probably not gonna get the benefit of that. But it is what it is, I guess. Down into the tunnels. I am keeping an eye out for those weapon caches, though. Mostly because I didn't know how to use them last time. Until level, like, 6 or 7. I was like, dang, I missed out on so many things that could very well have been, like, legitimately good. All because I didn't know how to open them. Now I do. So, like, let me use them, you know? I mean, it's certainly not a bad weapon. Tri-Star Blaster there. It freaking annihilates. Ugh. Does it hurt me though? Does it have like a freaking recoil damage? Close range? Whatever it's called. Like where you take damage if you're close up. It kind of seemed like I took damage there. But I don't know if that was like maybe just there was like a lost soul or something. And I just missed it. Or if that was from the Tri-Star Blaster. And I don't know that I want to test, you know? Don't know that I want to shoot it. And find out. Really should reload before I switch off. So there's a tech mod right there. And that'll be nice. Because I believe that will make it so that we can reload faster. Once I, you know, add it to a weapon, I mean. I believe it makes it so that we reload faster. Yes, increases reload speed. At least on the battle rifle, anyway. The tech mod can be different things for different, like, weapons, so. This one is increased reload speed on the pistol. Would love to get me a combat pistol, I'm just saying. I haven't even seen anything. You know, like, still haven't seen any other pistols other than the regular pistol. So, it's kind of rough, if you ask me. That's why I'm still using other weapons. Instead of something that I get benefits from. You know? Okay. That does, in fact, deal damage to me. I shot a little early. Blasted myself with that. It's fine. We'll just jump down here and grab those real quick. We should be able to just jump right back up. Ooh, don't do it. Oh, I always forget about you guys. Ah! Oh, they're probably these guys. That was probably one of those guys. I knew he was in there still. Wait, I think I only killed one of those guys. Yep, sure enough. I had only killed one. Yeah, that's why I haven't been using it. I thought, well, we got the tech mod, but no, that's because it's just the reload speed. It doesn't really help me any. Not yet, anyway. Bang! It does alright. It's no BFG. That's for sure. But then only the BFG is the BFG. I do think there's a way to change the cards that we're playing with. If we end up deciding, like, you know, it would be really nice to use some of the others. I still don't know how to do that, like, vanilla. Like, I have no idea how you get up here in vanilla. This is a vanilla room, and there's enemies in there, and even drops. But I've never figured out how you're supposed to get in there. You can't build up enough speed to make this jump. And like, this jump doesn't work. But those are really the only options. So, hey, 100% toe. Oh God. Permanent time. Oh no! Freaking if I do the rescue mission on this level, I then have to do it on every level. Oh, but that's like the only one that's not terrible for me. We're doing the aggression enchantment. It's really bad. Like, it's really bad that we're doing aggression as a permanent on freaking cyber imps. I always forget that they're not as tall as their sprite for some reason. It's a weird freaking thing. Aw, crap. We have a special. The Spider Mastermind down there is a special unit. I just like that you're at level, what, 6? Whatever yeah, map 6. And they're like, Spider Mastermind. No big deal, right? Really? Like, I can't even tell if I'm even, like, getting anywhere close to hitting those guys. Here, missile launcher. Also, I think that's what it is. It's that this is the missile. Like, this is the missile launcher. The other one that's in the game is a rocket launcher. Great. And I've just got a graveyard, or freaking gravestone right there. Lol, you died on the crusher. I was like, that's just gonna be there now, permanently. And freaking, there's just nothing we can do about that. Frick that. Look at that thing. Just gonna let the crusher take care of it. Boom! Cool. I'm gonna pick up at least one health pack, since it's right there. There's a freaking... I think it's a cyber demon. It's not a cyber demon. But it's something... It's... There is a different name for it. But I think it's a cyber version and then a nightmare version. Is what I was seeing there. Look at that though, dude. There's just so many enemies up there. At least we stopped the Crusher though. Hang on. I think that worked. Mostly. Freaking gotta get that hit scan. That's how weapons work. Or at least that's how, like, gun weapons, bullet weapons. Yes, gun weapons. Because, you know, like all of the guns. You know, not all of the guns are guns after all. Good grief, dude. There's not gonna be no weird, like, OP mob here. One thing I found in the Nightmare version was that it would spawn this enemy, like, every level. That was, like, super fast and had so much stupid health it wasn't even funny. I just never found a good way to deal with it. But it would spawn, like, every single level. There's this weird, like, shadow enemy. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Ooh, combat armor. But I don't think that's better. Right? Yeah. No. Chrono Trooper is better. 20% prot and 20% on plasma versus 30% prot and 11 on everything else. Wah! I dropped it on top of myself and that caused a little, like, freak out. Graphically. And my inventory is empty, it seems. Which is great. Like, I don't have anything in my inventory right now. I don't need... Now that I kind of understand what I'm doing, I'm not accidentally just carrying every item anymore, like I did last playthrough. Missile! 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 Okay. I think I might have just killed them all with the first one. Except that guy. That said, if anybody's curious, the surgery did go well. You know, for anybody who remembers that, like, you know, I was taking this week off because I was getting that surgery from my sinuses that hopefully I won't be constantly, you know, every video and stream. The first day like, after I had the surgery. They're like, you know, now you'll probably feel a bit of discomfort the next couple of days. You know, that's normal. And I was like, alright. And, you know, so I was like, whatever, you know, no big deal. And I moved on. And like the first day, you know, I was like, that's actually not that bad, you know. And then the second day, I was like, okay, it's getting a little annoying. I wouldn't say that it like hurts, but it's like just kind of bothersome now that I've like had that surgery and, you know, it's healing up and everything. Today, the third day here, it has been so bad. Like, my nose has been on fire, like, pain-wise. It's been ridiculous. It's, like, it's been so bad. It's calmed down a lot, like legitimately right now. It's not anywhere near as bad as it was. Oh. That, I just picked up the exact same thing I already have. Okay. Wasn't sure about that. There was a weapon cache here, but it looks like either A, the weapons got destroyed, which I do think can happen. Because, you know, the freaking explodies. Or they were just, like, varieties of what I already had. And so I just picked up as, like, ammo. I can say, I can smell things now. Which, you know, may sound like a weird statement, but, like, that was just the way it was. I basically just didn't smell anything before. And it is a weird experience being able to smell my food, because it means that I can sniff and smell my food. I did that earlier where I grabbed some food and I kind of stared at it for a moment because I was like, there's a smell. And I'm like, I don't know if I like the smell to begin with. So I don't know if I'm even gonna like the taste. That was not something I could have done before. You know, I could not smell at all, basically. Every once in a while, I feel like something would open up in my sinuses for a moment. That I would be able to, like, just barely smell something for a moment. And then it would, like, immediately go away. Like, if I ever smelled anything, it was literally, like, a 2-second thing. Like, me being able to smell was always, like, a, you know, alright, here's your 2 seconds of being able to smell sort of thing, you know? Holy frick. Let me come get some health over here. I guess the armor respawned. So that's interesting. Ooh, what is sniper mod? Ooh. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I'm trying to discard. the 3 combat armors. Sorry. That was not freaking playing nicely with me there. Hopefully those guys have done some infighting and killed each other. Like, hopefully a lot of them are dead now. Hell Knight is not. What does interest me is Hell Knights are what I find is interesting rather is Hell Knights didn't appear until Doom 2. It was always the Baron of Hell in Doom 1. But every, like, Doom since has had Hell Knights. And the Baron of Hell, like, has never returned. It's always the Hell Knight. Oh boy. You've entered deeply into the infested starport. Something is wrong. Monsters have brought their own reality with them, and the starport's technology is being subverted by their presence. Ahead you see an outpost of hell, a fortified zone. If you can get past it, you can penetrate into the haunted heart of the starbase and find the controlling switch which holds Earth's population hostage. After taking 100+ damage, extra enemies spawn. Monsters begin hunting players straight from the start, or Mancubus and its species hunt the player in silence. Goody. I mean, I guess it's just it really is just kind of the Mancubus and Arachnotrons on this level, but still. Like, frick. Oh, yeah, I can hear them. Let's go ahead and add the sniper mod to that. Whoops. Revolver! Yay! Have a new weapon. Didn't mean to use the skull. I was trying to use the mods on the pistol to get the revolver. Oh boy. Might actually be pain. That's what it is. I was gonna say this might be a good place for the TriStar Blaster, but maybe not. Not with the freaking Mancubus being right freaking there. Oh my lord, this is gonna be way harder. Because they're already aggroed. Wow, that barely does anything. Ah, boy. I maybe picked the bad card. I mean, partially, I just also don't have any good weapons this early on. Oh, hi there. Oh. I mean, that scout up freaking bonus coming in play here with the revolver. Of course, if I can dodge, that'd be even better. Freaking, it's this guy being right there. Like, that's the problem. Because, like, if I can get over to one of these partial invisibilities, then, like, yeah, it's not, like, super useful. Like, they can definitely still hit me, but it makes it harder for them to hit me. Also, if I can just get behind freaking walls, that'd be great too. Also, if I can avoid running right into the freaking fireballs, that'd be even better. The freaking arachnotrons are already active. God, they deal so much damage. Like, that's the problem. These guys deal so much stinking damage. At least I don't have the bug in this version where Mancubus can shoot through walls. That is apparently a very, like, famous bug from, like, the original game source. So, the Mancubus, the Mancubus projectile is bigger than its speed. So it can just, like, shoot right through walls. Oh, good. I already see it. I already see it. There's freaking arachnotrons. I already see the freaking Nightmare Arachnotron over there. This is what the partial invisibilities are for. So that the arachnotrons and the mancubi can't just freaking, you know, lock on and kill you in one shot. Oh my gosh. That freaking gun that he has. Like, legitimately, the worst part is that this is because I'm playing as Scout and I get all those, like, bonuses from this. Of course. Like, this revolver is legitimately the best weapon right now that I can currently use. Problem is, I'm gonna get cornered very quickly. Look at this. Like, are you for real right now? Like, I need these guys to do some infighting. freaking armor mod. Press Alt Fire to configure this mod pack into combat mode. I don't know what that means. I've never picked up an armor mod before. Hope that's not a bad spot to save at. Good gravy, dude. Tristar! That was sort of a Hail Mary right there. And just like, if I can just get a freaking Tristar off and even hit like a third of them, it'll be better. I think all I've got are the Nightmare variety now. Which if so... nope, I've still got that guy. But if so... the majority are the Nightmare Erectatrons. And that's great. I need a freaking invisibility. Oh, this is a bad spot to be stuck at. Yeah, you would. I would not be able to complete this level if I did not have the freaking power-up regen. Or not power-up, but item respawn. Freaking. Although I think technically, like, this is respawning. But whatever. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Dude. I'm gonna freaking pick up some health before we go anywhere. Ooh. Wait. Hang on. That's a freaking hand cannon. That would have been nice. Napalm launcher and that. Okay. Alright. We'll take it. We will take it. That was way better. So I mean we've got revolver, we've got hand cannon. Well, we've got missile launcher, Tristar, and battle rifle. But we have revolver and hand cannon. And both of these have been pretty good, actually. Dead symbol. Tricks and traps. Leaking Soul, Berserker. Cacodemon and its projectiles ignore armor. Really? Berserker. Demons deal double damage. Oh, God. I don't even want to know. Let's see. Nope, this is all this stuff. This is not what I'm looking for. Where is... I hate this PDF, by the way. The armor allows you to reconfigure security, combat, or commando type armors into one of the other two types. I don't have either of those. I have Chrono Trooper, which I'm sure somebody was saying like, hey, you gotta use the Chrono Trooper thing. But I don't actually think I have that I don't think I have that key bound to anything. Cause I don't, yeah, armor special. So like I literally couldn't. I mean, I could now, but I couldn't then, you know? Let's do Q. Good lord, this revolver. This is why I was saying, like, I wish we could get some freaking pistol weapons. Like, good lord, look at that. Look at how ridiculous this revolver is. Onyx Mod Pack. You have no armors you can use this on. Oh, I see. Figure this into combat mode. Into commando. I mean, I guess it's just that I don't have it. Like I don't have an armor that utilizes that. Whoopsie! So I just can't, like, use it. Oh well, it's fine. I think commando is probably the better armor. Or maybe, like, each one has its own, like, unique thing that makes it, you know, superior in some way to, like, the other. But yeah, I don't know what Onyx modding is. That's the first Onyx mod I've ever picked up, so... I don't know what that does. I mean, there's some combat armor. So, like, we could technically use the thing on it. Tristar! That was probably a waste. I know that there's gonna be freaking dude bros immediately in this room. Ah, ammo. Needed more ammo. Ever seen a revolver kill a freaking pinky in one shot? Jeezum. That was intense. That is the standard BFG 9000, but at least I picked up the secret. These are specialist backpacks that I already have. Agility mod pack. Wouldn't necessarily hurt. Me slightly faster respawn or reload time on the revolver. Definitely not the best upgrades. A little power upgrade would be beneficial, but or a bulk upgrade so that I can hold more ammo in the revolver. However that works. Hi! Freaking Nightmare Pinky showing up here. Good lord. Oh, that's a Nightmare Pain Elemental. They spawn Nightmare Lost Souls, which are the worst. And this is why we save. Luckily, they don't spawn any lost souls if you kill them before they can spawn any. So there's that. Oh crap. I forgot that they spawned behind me. Good lord. That's still not even all of them. Oh crap. I stopped shooting in that direction, so of course now they're gonna freaking teleport up there. Ah, crap. Oh well. Oh dear. Trysar. That did not do anywhere near as much damage as I was hoping. That was not as beneficial as I had hoped it would be. Whoopsies! So, you're not supposed to be able to get up there at all if, you know, you haven't done that. So... the game isn't designed to accommodate that. So there was that. Save. Whoops. Chrono. I did the chrono. That's what that was. Accidentally hit Q there. Tristar! Tristar! Figured maybe if I could get off a couple of Tri-Stars and kill some of them ahead of time. But that did not help at all. Or rather, it wasn't as helpful as I had, you know, imagined it was going to be. That time it was. It worked there. So that's good, at least. I'm low on health. I could definitely use a little extra health here. I'm just saying. Cool. That helped. Sadly, the Megasphere is already used up. So I can't just pick that up. And reload real quick. Next room. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. Here, let's recharge. So normally, you would let these guys do some infighting. The watch is beeping. Okay. Normally you'd step in here, he would aggro, and then you'd let these guys do some infighting. Now, I don't know why, but last time that didn't work. I stepped in here, the last time I did this level, I stepped in here, and the Cyber Demon would not aggro to me no matter what. I don't know why. But now it's working, and like, they're infighting. Like, normally you would, you know, want them to. Like, this time they actually did freaking do their infighting. Which is great! The Marksman's Pistol. freaking nightmare barons are the worst. Now see, if I hadn't gotten locked in, things would have gone differently. There we go. Now he's aggroed. And normally, this Cyber Demon would take out most of these and then die. Problem is, those Nightmare Barons are just too much for him. He just dies. Well, I'm going to use the Tri-Star here while I have the invincibility. I think I'm going to then save that. I don't know why I was dodging when I was invincible. That was absolutely the best time to just charge forth. But oh well. Double shotgun. Aw, the freaking marksman's pistol didn't spawn this time. I was so excited because it was another pistol weapon. But I am fully willing to drop those boots to equip the Cerberus boots, because these boots are amazing. Oh! Already wearing boots. Yes. I'm aware. So yeah, apparently the cyber whatever I have on, the Chrono Trooper will deal damage to me if I take it off. So there's that. Each of the different armors has something unique about it like that. I mean, the revolver just kind of has been the best thing so far. Just gonna grab these power upgrades. Don't mind if I equip both of those. We'll power upgrade on both of those. Always good. Oops, I really didn't want that at all. There, you have no armors you can use this on. There we go. I think the Chrono Trooper is going to come in real handy here. But so will the Tri-Star. Or, you know, I can just use the Tri-Star and then pick up the invulnerability and be good. Ooh, hang on. Weapons. Oh, they're both pistols of some kind. I think. Here. The TriStar has been amazing. Freaking blaster. You know what? I don't use the chainsaw anyway. So let's do that. I don't know what this is. It has 10 ammo, but it doesn't have like a refill. So I'm gonna assume that it like recharges on its own in some way. Yes, it does. Is there no way to get up from here? Am I soft locked? I think I was soft locked. Luckily, this teleporter takes you here. I don't think this blaster though counts. It has like a pistol weapon. God. Let's just heal nearby monsters on health. Just humans have increased speed in general. Oh god, all these are so bad. All of these are bad. Like, there isn't a single one of those that's good for me. And it's permanent, too. I mean, it seems pretty good. I don't know if it's getting the bonus from me being a freaking scout. If it's not, then that's a ridiculously good weapon. If it is, then that's a ridiculously good weapon for a scout. Especially since it doesn't run out of ammo. Ow! So yeah, all imps now just get a crazy buff, by the way. Where they just move and shoot faster. Like, just literally all of them. Literally all imps are now just freaking on steroids. So, there's that. Power upgrade. I mean, unfortunately my revolver is maxed out on them. But I'll take one on my blaster. I might as well. Why not? I mean, it's more power, make it more powerful. You know? What's back here? That's a Nightmare Cacodemon. Oh. I see. So if the blaster runs out, you can't use it again until it recharges. So that's interesting. Like if you fire too fast, it won't recharge. And then once it hits 0, it has a cooldown before it'll recharge again. Tristar! I completely missed. I mean, it is kind of awesome, the blaster. Freaking plasma shotgunner. Not bad. It does a good bit of damage. I don't think we're gonna get a nuclear BFG this time. When I was doing this the last time, there was a nuclear BFG in here. And it was kind of overpowered. Oh my gosh! Freaking bombs, dude. Instead, we get a regular BFG. That's disappointing. Because the nuclear BFG was so much cooler. But that's alright, because I mean, we've got the blaster, and this is kind of amazing. Like, good golly. Look at how much, like, I just destroy everything. I'm liking this run. This is a fun run. It's just, oh my gosh, though, dude. Some of the cards have been so bad. I definitely think the revolver is stronger. Because wasn't I one-shotting the pinkies with the revolver? I don't entirely know. What the frick? I just got annihilated. Hell mines. So there's like a cyber pain elemental. And it shoots freaking hell mines. Which are essentially the cyber version of Lost Souls. Good lord. That was a bit much, methinks. Nightmare Imp. I love that Berserk pack. TriStar! It's not, like, the greatest. I ran out of freaking ammo. God, yeah, I have like nothing but freaking like these pistols now. I've like destroyed any like AoE weapons really. They've gotten rid of all of them. But I'm just because freaking pistol, you know? Combat pistol. Oh, this thing. This is this thing. This was the first freaking pistol weapon I encountered. This is the first additional pistol weapon I ever encountered. I don't think it's that great. The marksman is probably better. But either way... Alright. Freaking, I don't have to worry about that, don't I? Like, I just automatically get the... I have the Cerberus boots. Which means that I don't have to worry about nothing. Combat backpack. Oh, but yeah, no, we want the specialist backpack. Because it increases my freaking, like, regular ammo. Missiles! Missiles! Don't mind me. I did this in a different, in my other run. There's a lot of dudes here. What the frick? I don't even know what that was. I've never seen that before. Ow! That was great. That was too freaking close. I mean, it's a little annoying to go back all that way just to get that one, but it's better than having nothing. The frick is it? I think it's a... I was consumed by the hungry. Oh my gosh! I think it's a variety on the Lost Soul. But holy frick if it doesn't, like, annihilate my health. Jeezum! What the frick, dude? That was, like, that's insane. Like, I think it legitimately deals, like, 1 point of damage per tick. Jeezum. That was a little much, if I can be completely honest. Oh, that's armor. Revolver's out of juice. Don't mind if I utilize these a few times. Look, regular Doom isn't built for these for like this mod. You know? If a mod can go this hard, then I can go this hard with freaking health packs. Like, I think it's only fair. Secret is revealed. Picked up commando armor. Plasma shotgun. I think I just picked up another missile launcher. Or rather, Hi! What the frick? Where did he even come from? Why was he there? Freaking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because these freaking imps get stupid speed boosts. These imps are getting such a ridiculous speed boost from that card. And it's permanent. Like, that freaking, like, speed boost one is a permanent effect. I don't know which upgrade that is. Might be an armor upgrade. Onyx mod, so yes. Good lord. I do like the revolver though. As freaking scout, like, this is a really good weapon. The only issue with, like, using all these, like, pistol weapons is the fact that they're all, like, single target weapons. So you never get a good point at which you can, like, get a really good weapon that you can then, like, just blast everything, you know? It's still fun. Really? I killed everybody up here? There's no way. No. There's these guys. When I go through there, it's gonna spawn. Like a bunch of dudes. That is a really fun section, though. Shotguns. Alright. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. I was consumed by the hungry because I didn't know there was the hungry there. Oh, good. You're a TriStar? I mean, it worked. Definitely dealt with the hungry. Good lord. This run has been ridiculous. Just like the freaking double all human units. Like, is so ridiculous to begin with. But then you're throwing in the freaking mobs that are in this. Like the hungry. Like, what the frick, dude? And the higher speed on, like, the imps. I believe that's an Uzi. But I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm kinda happy with what we got. Here, we'll give her the marksman. That way we have at least something that's, like, kinda good. Rapid fire. That's unfortunate. And that right there is the issue with the freaking missile launcher. Gotta wait for it to reload before you can switch off of it. Uzi time! I mean, don't get me wrong, the revolver is, like, fantastic. I think this is easily my, like, favorite weapon right now. You know, for the scout, I mean. Well, with that, like, at 8 times boost or whatever I'm getting? Like 8 times damage boost. Oh god, refueling base. I died so much on this one. Fire 3 projectiles at a time! Are you kidding? Shotgun. Freaking former sergeant and its species have increased movement speed now. Good. Enemies just start hunting me immediately in this level now. This track is a little on the loud side. Holy frick balls! Like, the problem here is every single mob that can, like, make its way to me is currently on its way to me. Like, I'm kind of stuck here right now. What? An Arachnotron? Where is there an Arachnotron in this level? I don't even remember that. Oh my lord! There's no end to them! This is why mobs don't immediately start hunting you from the start. At least I've got freaking 800 ammo. Not that I have any health. This may have been the worst freaking card choice. Oh my gosh. Isn't there a freaking secret? Right there. 3 health. Great. Oh good, they can just open that. I guess. I mean, on one hand, it's a choke point. On the other hand, it's freaking 3 health that I get. You know what? I'm gonna utilize this. Try and get out here. And because I'm out here and not in there, I can try to like run around. Oh my gosh, all of you. And there's like health here that I might be able to pick up. Oh my lord. This is insane. This may legitimately have been the worst card choice I could have made. Frickin' heck, dude. I keep forgetting my freaking armor, though. I need to remember that I can do that more. That's where they're all coming from. This freaking room. There's like 1,000 of them. Oh my lord. I need my armor to finish freaking recharging. They don't seem to be able to come in here. They're just standing at the door. Oh, that guy was. Well, that's unfortunate. Wait, he got squished. The freaking... It's the pain elementals and the lost souls that make it worse. Like, if it weren't for the pain elementals spitting out like 1,000 lost souls, it wouldn't be so bad. Oh my lord. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. Frick, I thought I killed the pain elementals. Go! This chrono armor is amazing. I don't know if it's enough to get me through this level. But it's amazing. There's the Erectotron. This is the worst. Oh my lord. I'm too afraid of, like, saving and freaking soft locking myself. You know? Soft lock? Granted, I think I'm kind of soft locked here as it is. If I can't freaking get past being hunted by literally every mob on the freaking level. Holy shit, dude. Quick save over Serene? No! Like, I'm in an even worse spot. Because, like, all I got over here is a couple of freaking health, you know, one-tick health upgrades. And I beansed it. Big time. Super beansed it. There. I mean, I might have an autosave. I think it autosaves before you pick your card. I hope. Soft lock? If it doesn't, it's just a matter of doing the level over again. You know, the previous level all over again, right? It's not that big of a deal. I mean, this is a nice choke point. It does seem to be working pretty well. Technically speaking, I am getting more HP. Problem is, I would love to use my freaking time armor but I figured that was gonna end up happening. Like that was the problem. There's just so many freaking... It's the Lost Souls. It really is. Like, there being no legitimate end to the Lost Souls is a problem. Because the pain elementals are just spawning more and more. This is the most, like, I have ever done something. Like normally I would have just given up by this point. But, like, I don't know. I'm still going for some reason. God. The problem is I legitimately like there's so many lost souls that I can't get around them. So even when I do try to like use my time armor, freaking I can't do anything because there's so many lost souls. I just can't get around them. And there's just nothing I can do to freaking deal with them. Like, look at how many lost souls there are! God! And when I do get around them... As much as I hate to say it, I think we are legitimately fucked. Like, I don't think we can get past this. Not without freaking changing some settings, I think. Alright, let's see if that helps. Now, no more can spawn, at least not until there's only 20 left. And I gave myself some extra health. Like, there's just nothing that we can do. There really isn't. Especially with the Arachnotron right there. Limiting the lost souls has really helped. There's so many lost souls up there that, like, that's it. They just can't spawn. I hope. At least I'm hoping that that's what is going on. Freaking get dunked on. Oh my lord. Soft lock? We might have done it. Took limiting the pain elementals, or the lost souls, to freaking force the lost souls to dwindle down enough that we could get out of that. But I think we finally reached a point. Like, legitimately, if it weren't for the fact that the Lost Souls were spawning, I think we could have eventually done it. But the Lost Souls infinitely spawning was just, it was never gonna happen, no matter how long we persisted at it. Look at how many loot beams there are. $238 enemies is how many we've killed. That's not counting the Lost Souls. I think we can go ahead and save on the regular file now. And if not, we reload the soft block file. We always have that as a backup. This music was certainly intense enough to match the freaking level, though. Wait for it. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. Really? Really? The freaking hungry are a thing? Do I still have to fight on this level? I don't even know what spawns those. They're not a normal mob. They come from like a pain elemental or something. And that's probably what it is. The hungry are probably a Lost Soul variant. And it's just that pain elementals can spawn them. Frickin' Revenants! Look at how many Lost Souls there are! Like, what the frick is this? Who ever thought that freaking fixing the pain elemental limit was a good idea? Nah, it's a great idea to just make it so that a mob can just spawn another mob literally infinitely. There's nothing wrong with that, surely. That could never become an issue. Go ahead and equip a power mod onto the Uzi. Since, you know, we did have that power mod from the beginning there. I've just not had any chance to freaking utilize. Nah. Now it's hell mines? Like, nah, dog. Is there like a pain elemental in there? Or are these remnants of like an older pain elemental that did exist that I've killed? I want to know who thought the hungry was a good idea. Yep, I mean, I didn't even see that he was there because I saw what looked like a projectile in the night vision freaking glasses. Like, it's the freaking... It legitimately is the pain elementals. How are there so many imps, though? Like, that's what I'm wondering right now. Like, where did all these imps even come from? Frickin' good lord. That's Farmer! This would be too much even, like, if you just had the normal weapons. And we're just trying to, like, play through this. Frickin'... Forget this, like... you know, having these like super special like classes and things. I mean, again, the music is satisfyingly freaking tense for the freaking, you know, for what's going on, but like, how are there 361 enemies? Like, what? How does that even happen? You know? How do you get 300 enemies on a map like this? Again, nice. All right. Dealt with most things. Like, we've dealt with most things now. I think we've dealt with enough things that we'll be able to actually get to the level now. Good grief, dude. That was insane. Like, there was no way I was getting through that legitimately. Let's be honest. That was just not happening. Oh my gosh. Oh, fuck, dude. Look, I usually don't, you know, use that, quite that level of extremity, but this deserves it. At least that wasn't a permanent card. Powered combat armor. Like, if that had been a permanent card, that would have been where I would have been like, nope. But this is a one-time, this level card. So, like, I could excuse it a bit more that way. I think this is showing us, though, that we need a bit more variety in the cards. All things considered. What the frick are you? You are not even a cyber demon. Like, this is where the Cyber Demon's supposed to be. That's not a Cyber Demon. I don't know what the frick that is. Apparently it's some variant of the freaking Pain Elemental. And all it seems to be able to do is go forward. The fuck are you? Yeah, and like it keeps it, all it can seemingly manage to do is go forward over and over again. So it just kept freaking running into the teleport over and over again. It was never able to actually like do anything itself. Oh wait, that's only nearby corpses. Never mind. It's gonna freaking rage kill all the corpses. I don't have the blue key. I don't fully remember where it is. I'm a little flustered from all of that. Yellow key was in there. Ah, yes. I go in here. Okay. Got him. That's the nuclear BFG right there. You know what? I'm gonna drop that so that I can pick that up. It's not so much that the nuclear BFG is like really good. It's just a BFG. But it auto recharges. As long as it's active, I mean. Does have to be, you know, active slot. Unfortunately. Oh my god, my inventory is so full. Let's go ahead and do that. Destroy all nearby corpses. Is that all that these do, is destroy nearby corpses? Good. That's definitely what I wanted. What is this armor? Powered combat armor. Can't actually look at it because it's all the way down there. Can be removed, can be repaired. 50%, 25, 50, like, it's good. But this is literally unbreakable. Like, if I didn't have that, I would not have armor. Like, that's the thing. So, I would have no armor without the freaking Chrono armor. If I didn't have the Chrono Trooper, the indestructible. Once again, thought they were projectiles. Where are they coming from? Because they were not in here before. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm not understanding now. Like, where are they coming from? There's just a tiny bit of, like, a sector up there. For some reason. Good lord. Spawn a totem that raises monster defense. Totem that resurrects nearby monsters. Or Imp and its species retaliate once a Nightmare with a Nightmare Arachnotron projectile. None of these are good. But I mean, I guess at least the Vile Totem, like, will only affect around where the totem is. Which is apparently over there. I can see it sparkling. Oh god. Oh god. Listen, you've been limited, I hope. You're just gonna have to deal with that. That said, because that totem is, like, wielded by a mob, that means it can move around. So until I destroy it, freaking anything could end up getting revived. There we go. Yay! Well, that problem was taken care of pretty simply. What the frick was that? Oh. I'm standing in the loot beam. That's what that was. Is it really 6 o'clock? 5:30. Okay. It's not as late. Ballistic vest. I mean, am I in a safe spot at the moment? Melee and bullets are good, not so much fire and plasma. Well, that doesn't help me really at all. But there's some health. This better not be a freaking nightmare archvile up here. I'm about to turn on all power-ups respawn though. So that freaking even the megaspheres and things will respawn. Because good lord, there is not enough health in the game to survive this constantly. Good, you're just normal archvile at least. I was really concerned I was going to be like a nightmare archvile or something. Yes, kitty, I know the time. My cat knows that, like, I should be in bed right now. Like, usually I've gone to bed by now. So. And she knows that. Can I change the current cards or not? It does not. I do not appear to be able to. Drat it. I was kind of hoping I could change the current cards so that we had a chance to freaking get some different cards than what we're getting. But it does not appear to be the case. Lukey. Now the reason I wondered if it, like, what time it was because my nephew goes to school at 6. And when he lets the dog out before he goes to school, like, sometimes the dog will bark, which is fine. But I'm sitting here like, dog's barking, you know? So I was like, it's already 6 o'clock? Like, did I really go that long in recording? No. But it wouldn't surprise me if I did end up doing that with all of this. Again. That tech upgrade. Unfortunately, my revolver is fully upgraded. Like, it has a max of 4. Like, it's got all 4 mods on it. My Uzi doesn't. But, like, I don't know. Do I want... That's a nightmare freaking Hell Knight. Maybe it was one of the tech Hell Knights. I don't even know. Secret is revealed. Nope. Nothing useful. I will take the invincibility, though. That is helpful at the moment. Napalm launcher. Hey, I saw the blaster. Forgot about that. Freaking hit scanning. Big damage blaster. Granted, so is the revolver. Oh, crap. That is a nightmare. Pain Elemental. Cacodemon. Actually. It wasn't the Pain Elemental. It was the Cacodemon. And I knew that. I just said the wrong thing. But yeah. Freaking heck, dude. But with the completion of this level, we will be right back to where we were in the original playthrough. So that'll be nice. Here. We'll apply a power upgrade to the freaking nuclear BFG. There's literally only 2 enemies left, and I could care. Freaking... I don't care to find them. Frick it. We out. Circle of Death done. 205% items. You have won. Yay! Your victory has enabled humankind to evacuate Earth and escape the nightmare. Now you are the only human left on the face of the planet. Cannibal mutations, carnivorous aliens, and evil spirits are your only neighbors. You sit back and wait for death, content that you have saved your species. Then, Earth Control beams down a message from space. Sensors have located the source of the alien invasion. If you go there, you may be able to block their entry. Alien base is in the heart of your own home city, not far from the starport. Slowly and painfully, you get up and return to the fray. Oh god, and freaking this is where we get the freaking thing. Layers bleed damaging pools of blood. None of these are good. These are all really bad. Can I get a reroll? No. Oh boy. Well. With that, I hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. You can check the playlist, get caught up. Well, you can see the other episodes of the series that way. Also, feel free to come on out to twitch.tv/SereneInc. Usually I stream things live, but I've been off this week due to the surgery. So there's that. But yeah, I guess with that, I'll see you all next time. See you later.